Alrighty. Let's get rolling. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, where we left off last night, we got the out of combat movement going. The AI is now pathing, but we need to match up. So if the player moves 10, I want all the AI, if they decide to move, to also move 10. That way, it's always fair, and the enemy... Does the enemy have to match? As long as they don't move more than the player did. And out of combat, as long as they don't move more than the player, then that means they never got more turns, essentially. Because out of combat, everything happens at the same time. There's no... It's a single turn, and all movements happening at the same time without advancing the turn. So let's see here. Yeah, I'll clamp it to make sure it doesn't go past. They never move more than the player does out of combat if they move, but they can move one space. They can move that if the player moves 15, they can move up to 15. Yeah, that's it. All right. And we're going to try to get the vision system working again too. So, well, it is working, but get it polished and implement it properly. All right. It's rough is what I'm saying. It's there. The bones are there. Let us just play for a moment. Okay. Let's do this. Everything related to this will be here. So we're gonna... I think we've already got this done. If I'm going to allow them to just move less. There is one scenario where, let me get to the code real quick. Pardon me. Oh, wait, we got a bug already? That ain't cool. Check if mouse position. Oh shit, I gotta take starting soon off. I just looked at my OBS. My bad. Hold on, sorry. I'm getting my thing set up over here. All right. All right, so there shouldn't have been an error. I'm probably the false pause. So let's see. We're gonna have to find another favorites asset, because this one has this annoying warnings that I don't want to... I could go fix them, but there's better ones out there. All right, so okay, so that's one of the things we got to fix is AI. Wait. Let me confirm it's broken again. The vampire actually floats, so he may be animating and I just wasn't noticing. Another thing here is the action camera is stuck after movement out of combat. So action camera doesn't let go after move. Oh, after move. That's one. We need to fix some of the, that's a separate thing, but so I've got the bones of my reality bubble system there. So we're done on that. It's created, but now I want to so it does a sphere right now, and it's only going to hit units. Now, I want it to be more generic, and things can be I got to use layers. It's going to be collider based, so script for game objects. This would be called reality bubble reality bubble script, maybe. If that's, I'll just call it reality bubble. Anything I want the reality bubble to take into account, we'll use the reality bubble script, and then it will have wire or events that fire off on exit and entry, and then on checking, that every entity can then just wire their methods up to it for what they want to happen on those things. So every real thing that is affected by a reality bubble can handle it their own way. So yeah, so this is it. Script. Create it. Reality bubble script with Unity events. So I can set it from inspector. I've already got all that implemented. All right. So let's fix a camera here. I've been meaning to do this, so let's go over here. So this camera position, where are they? No, I need to get rid of you. So there's camera positions on the player, action camera, virtual camera mounts right here. So this one is number 2. So let's go side by side. It's just a little close. It's a little, yeah, I just need to back it up. Oh, of course it's not going to back up. What the hell? Oh, I know why. Oh, shit. See, I backed it up, but I gotta switch between it to see the change. What the hell? Quit clicking. Damn, I clicked way out there. Okay. Did not mean to do that. Gotta toggle back through. That's pretty good. I moved it over now. But I'm try this. Oh, shit. There it is. I wish I should change the script to keep it constantly updates the camera to the mount position. So I can see this in real time. Where's that script at? Do you have it? Sim machine impulse transform. Oh shit. It's probably in here. Handle auto walk cancel, handle change camera right here. B key is pressed. Go to next camera mount. So does this have an update? I try to avoid adding an update to stuff and keep everything event driven. So, like only a few classes have updates, but you know, it's not a rule of thumb. It's just what I do or how I've been kind of building stuff out. Stuff only does stuff when it needs to, unless there really is a need to do it every frame. Otherwise, it's all just fired off in events from a frame or some kind of thing happening. Let's see here. So there's no update. Camera Manager is okay for an update. So another keyboard shortcut for Visual Studio that's really handy is a Control M O. Oops. Control M O. Collapses all the methods in the class. So here's all the functions that you've got, and then it's just a nice way to collapse the class. I'll put the update up here with these guys. I like to keep the built-ins together, if that's, you know what I mean. These are unit like functions from the abstract of the mono behavior. So private, void update. So when we change the camera mount, what we do is go to next camera. What's calling this? If it's not the player's turn, return. What I was thinking about is when you're moving, sometimes as you're moving, your camera will change. If you see an enemy or a threat or whatever, it will change and the camera will now kind of be on you above, but looking at the thing. And then for a couple seconds, and then it'll return to the previous camera mount position that you had. It'd be kind of nice. Well, no, I'll just mark them. Like the character, if the character sees something as you're going, you'll get like a little exclamation point or something, and then it'll mark that character like a blip on the screen for a second or something, or just let you know it's over there. You saw something, a bad guy over there. I don't know. Anyways, let's finish this. Okay, so we enable the volume move on any action camera show. So this is just fires it off. I don't know why I'm checking for enemy here. Only the player. Wait, where am I getting the unit from? Oh, right. Any action started, the camera manager will say, this is why I need show action camera. Get random camera mounts. Okay. I thought it was round robining. I swear. Yeah, it's rotating in a get next camera mount. Okay, yeah. What the fuck was I just looking at? Oh, this here. Oh yeah, I forgot. I basically made it to where this doesn't happen because I shut down the random. So this stuff isn't working. It's this logic right here that's doing the work. Okay. I got to go back and clean that up. Enable volume type. So this is the mount. I want to store the mount's location. Well, no, I don't need to store it because I set it into the action camera object, right? So I can say if the action camera object is not the same as the mount, no, I do have to store it. So yes, camera mount. Now I'm almost 100% sure that's coming from, yeah, so I'm going to rename that. And we're going to create a field out of this. And now that we have that, we can say previous camera mount is not equal to action camera. Shit. If the position isn't the same, really I want to say, is the rotation and the position the same? Because if I rotate it, I want it to update also. So how can I just compare transform to transform? Let's see if that works. It does. And really, shit. I still got I got to store the which camera mount I'm on. Camera position. Get next camera mount. Oh, I can wait. Get camera unit points. Get random camera mount. Get camera mounts. Get next. Get previous. I want to be able to get the current camera unit. Get unit camera points. Unit camera points. That's private. So I'm going to write a getter. Wait, what was it? It's int, right? Get current camera point. There we go. All right, so now I can get the current camera point. I will action camera game object transform equals so get random. I can't get at that array, can I? Bet you not. Camera mounts is private. Get camera mounts. Oh, there it is. Mounts, and now I want to There we go. It's long and it's ugly and I hate it, but it works. Wait, it's not working. I figured that. Okay. So we need to do this. So it's gonna be that is a list of transforms. So I don't need this really. I want all this. I gotta redo the way that the camera mount shit's working. I just hate that. It's functional, but it's not pretty. So I need to store that in a local just for my sanity. This is gonna be a transform. And transform in Unity is, a position and rotation information, essentially. The coordinate information, if you will, of a game object. Player's current cam. All right, so now they got the transform for the current camera. I can update it. There we go. So basically, if I move a camera mount position, hold on. If I move a camera mount position while the game's running, it will update the camera, the action camera. Whereas last time I had to move the camera, then shuffle through all the cameras just to get back and test the other camera. This should make it a lot easier if I did this right. I need more water. I'm gonna install just like a water jug near my computer desk. Have like a hookah hose hanging down from here for water. Or it's like a big ass hamster waterer. Okay, what did I change? All right, camera mounts. So let's go change our camera mount. So we are currently on error. Unit hasn't been set. You know what? We're just gonna make sure unit gets set every time. So there's very few things. G is my globals, like my public static, or like very common things. There's only like three things in here, but I use it because I'm gonna be accessing this all over the damn place. and this is just a easier, shorter way, shorter hand. But it's only because this is a high frequency thing that I access. So I cache it in the global and then I fetch it like this. So you can do things like that. Just be sparing. All right, so move. We got all our cameras. I really hate the one camera or the way the camera looks. You'll see this basically there's a lot of different camera. Oh, well, shit. Now my camera's all botched. Oh, no, wait. That's because I didn't restart. But different actions have their own camera volume. So they can, well, I guess you can call it post-processing. So it will change all like the depth of field. Like if I'm up close doing a melee swing, the camera and the post-processing change to accommodate for that action. So that's why you see like when I click move, actually hit B. All right, so we are on camera mount 2, I believe. Yeah. So let's see if this works. Sweet. Yeah, see, now it updates in real time. So this makes it so much easier for me to adjust these cameras. So now I'm going to hit B. And another thing I need to learn, well, oh crap. Right now the camera mounts don't adjust anything post-processing wise or whatever, but for certain ones, like I'd like to be able to open up the field of view when you're on this mount or whatever. So I'm going to create a system. I'm probably going to create a script I attach to the mounts, and the mount, and basically it's the mount config, and it'll say depth of field. It'll allow it to pass or set the volume essentially. Oh shit. I need to start implementing controller support. I haven't yet. It's coming slowly. All right, so this one, I'm going to get rid of the canvas for now because it's not there. It's getting in my way. So this is mount 3. Another thing I need to disable, I think I'm just going to get rid of that like selection circle under the player. I'm going to hose it and not use it anymore. But when you're also in an action camera, I need to disable that line renderer that the mouse is causing. So this is mount 4. Really, should I have a movement camera that's in front of the player? That looks kind of cool. We'll go with that for now. So let's go to mount 5. Mount 5 is the first person mount. It's like it's at the perfect spot to where it's just a first person perspective. I almost want to rename it. Oh well. 6. Let's go to 6. 6 is another front one. I don't think we need 2 of those. So let's come up with a cool camera position for this one. That's kind of badass. Now let's do 7. So X and Z are the keyboard shortcuts for your pivot and your world space or local. So I'm going to go like that. There we go. That'll look badass. Might bring it down a smidge. There we go. Yeah, again, like I want to be able to manipulate the field of view when this camera mount's active too. So I'm going to implement that system. But so I did all these edits in play mode. So I need to save the, let's go back to 1. Oops. Is this really 1? No, this is 2. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. We got an index array issue going on. I gotta fix that. Well, why would that get out of bounds? Oh, I know why. Because it's an array. All right, there we go. That should fix that. So now I should be able to loop through. Basically, when I loop through all 7 and I come back around, it was index out of range exception, and then the incrementer kept going up even though I bombed out on that update. And that's why we were bypassing camera mount 1. 7 camera mounts might be too much. And again, I want probability. Each one's camera mount config will have its probability. So I can make some more prevalent than others. And then the player can always just cancel out of a camera mount. I need to implement that. So virtual camera properties. Probability, or yeah, percentage chance of use. Yeah, I guess. So one, it'll reference the virtual camera, and then it'll have other properties. So in each camera mount, no, one script to rule them all there. So now we gotta fix the not letting go after move. So if we hit play, our new camera mount should be there. Oh fuck, I didn't save them. I'm a jackass. I thought I hit copy. Let me see. Nope. fuck me. Why is my brain melting? Hold on, I forgot I had chicken wings in the oven. I had chicken wings in the oven. Hold on, I'll be right back. I totally forgot I had chicken wings in the oven, and they're fine. They look good. They're a little crispy. They're not burnt. They're not burnt. So I'll be right back. I gotta fix that. Or well, I'm gonna grab them out of there and get them all sauced real fast. So I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I got wings here. I'm gonna probably eat, so I'm gonna watch probably some videos in a second about stuff I want to know how to do or something while I eat. That way you gotta hear me chomping on wings. You can't have none, Copper. You can't have anybody. He is, what is that? You want chicken wing? You're a good boy. Can't have any. Yeah, anyways, didn't mean to put the camera back on. Trying to think of something I need to look up. 2019. I usually want something sooner. I know how it all works, but I usually can get ideas from videos that I've, they may bring up something I didn't know or whatever. He's really desperate, but I'm sorry, you're not getting none. 9 minutes. Let's do this guy.
Many of us want our games to look and feel really good. And while art direction is clearly the most important factor in how a game actually looks, there's a few tricks we can use to give our games that extra bit of shine. A lot of what we perceive as visual polish in the games we play is often achieved through post-processing effects. Post-processes are full-screen filters and effects performed on a camera's image buffer before displaying the image on screen. Post-processing is commonly used to add cinematic qualities to our scenes, as they regularly simulate qualities of film cameras such as depth of field or motion blur. A great example of post-processing for me is the tilt shift effect on the camera in SimCity. This effect gave the game this sense of playfulness, and it came from an understanding of how the image would look if it were a physical miniature toy and we were capturing it through a macro lens. Another one of my favourite examples is how the post-processing and high-definition range workflow is used to simulate our eyes adjusting to drastic changes in light as the player moves between environments. It's something that we've seen frequently in large-scale productions, and it's an incredibly subtle touch that goes a long way to improving the visual fidelity of your game. Hi there, I'm Matt, and welcome to Game Dev Guide. And today's video, if you haven't figured out already from the title, is about how we can use Unity's post-processing stack to improve the visual fidelity of our projects. To get started, you'll first need to grab the post-processing stack from either the package manager, or alternatively, if you start a new project and choose 3D with extras, the post-processing package will be included in your project. So our scene here is quite nice, but it's generally a bit flat. We're going to add some grading, an auto exposure effect, motion blur, and some depth of field to make it a bit more vibrant and more realistic. There's two key components to getting post-processing effects working in Unity: a post-process layer and a post-process volume. The post-process layer sits on the camera and registers the effects of post-processing volumes. Let's add a post-process layer to our camera here, and let's also make sure that the rendering path for our camera is set to deferred, as this will give us some extra options to play with. Post-processing volumes can be assigned to different layers. For instance, this could be useful if you want specific post-processes to occur on specific cameras. For now though, we're going to keep all of our post-process volumes on the same layer, so let's set this to post-processing. Now, before even creating a volume, we actually have access to a post-process, anti-aliasing. Anti-aliasing smooths out the edges of objects. So if we take a look at the edge of our building here,
I'm not using
and swap between no anti-aliasing and fast approximate anti-aliasing, you can see the difference it makes. Now you can play around with the 3 versions of AA here to get the best results, but I tend to be happy with the results from FXAA.
Lighting is a crucial aspect of creating visually stunning and immersive environments in Unity. I will be exploring the essential concepts, techniques, and tips to help you start your journey in mastering lighting in Unity. Now, in order to simulate lighting, Unity has to simulate real life, and how we see light in real life, or see anything in real life, is simply light bouncing around and hitting objects and then hitting our eyes. And those light rays can do a few things. You can have direct lighting, in which light ray will just hit an object and then bounce and hit us right in the eyes, and then indirect lighting, where it will bounce off a few objects before hitting our eyes. Now, the way that Unity does this is it uses something called real-time global illumination to simulate light hitting different surfaces. And a few key concepts in that are baked lighting, real-time lighting, and then mixed lighting, which is just a combination of both real-time and baked lighting. Now, real-time lighting is amazing because it works dynamically as the game's running. You can see here I am moving around a directional light as the game is going, and you can see the shadows are moving. But the drawback to that, it is super costly in terms of resources. So you should consider using real-time lighting when something dynamically is changing in your scene, and use it sparingly. So think of using it for flashlights or changing conditions like a day and night cycle. Now, the other option that Unity uses that can save us a lot in terms of resources is baked lighting. And how baked lighting works is it pre-computes all the lighting information, and so when the game is running, it doesn't have to do any of those computations. But the only thing holding us back there is the objects have to be static. They can't move at all. Let's take this lantern, and then if we look at the spotlight, it is set to bake. And so if I go to lighting and bake it, which don't worry, I am going to explain baking a little more in this video. But you can see now that it is calculating all of the lights in the scene, and it is sending out rays and bouncing them around and simulating what would happen if this light was emitting rays of light. And when it's all done, it's going to generate a texture called a light map that it's going to lay over the entire scene to help simulate all the light bouncing around in the scene. And now that it's finished generating, you can see here it looks really, really nice. It's a lit up room, and it's reduced the cost of resources that this is using. But the only drawback here is we can't cast shadows from it. Now, the last option we have is mixed lighting. And mixed uses the best of both worlds. It bakes some things, but it also allows us to have dynamic shadows or some dynamic elements. Although it's not perfect, you see here, this one is mixed and it's already baked into the scene. When I move it, the light does change and move, and it is in real time, but you can see the shadow artifact from the baking. So it does have to stay in one place. But with those 3 things, the real-time lighting, baked lighting, and mixed lighting, we get to create some pretty nice looking scenes here. And now that we know the basics of global illumination, now we have to think about what are our light sources. And we have quite a few. We have directional light, point lights, spotlights, area lights, Pedialites, we have all the lights. So let's start off with directional light. So directional lights pretty much simulate the entire sun. So look at it. That is it. That is the directional light. If you want to create one from scratch, you just go over to lights and directional light, and that would create another directional light, but I don't want to. So I'm going to delete that. And you can see here it is in real-time mode, and it can cast shadows. I already showed that it can do that in real time. We can also choose to put it in mixed or baked mode, and it really depends on what you're using this for. If it's not going to change, if you're not going to have a day-night cycle, consider baking it or putting it in mixed mode. And yeah, well, the summary is it is great for lighting outdoor scenes. It sends out parallel rays from its angle, so right there, that's where the sun is, and it's shooting them out infinitely across the entire scene. And one trick I would suggest you do, or play with at least, just to experiment with, is we can change the color of this. Let's say something, we could go red for something ominous. And you can see here, we can change the intensity of it, so make it brighter. And then the indirect multiplier is how much it would bounce off once we bake it. As always, if you want to save even more on resources, you can always turn shadows off, or maybe even turn them to hard, although that's going to make them look a little chunky there. But you'll notice that I changed this to red, and it looks okay on the blocks, but it's not really matching the skybox. So let's fix that. Now, one thing we can do is create our own custom skybox material, and that'll allow us to play with it a little bit. So if I come over here, go to material, I'm just going to call this skybox red. And then we come up here to the shader, and we need to change it to skybox and then procedural. Now, in order to get this new skybox on there, it's not on there yet. We have to go to window and then go into rendering and lighting and open up the lighting window, which I've dragged here. Make sure you're in the environments tab, and then we are going to replace this with that new skybox red material. Now, to get this to match up properly, I'm going to go back and click Inspector here. I'm going to make sure I'm selecting the skybox red, and we can adjust the skin tint and see, and we can make the sky a little more red to match it. And then we can also come here with ground color, and the ground color is just going to be this gray color on the horizon or under the horizon. And we can also just match that, or even turn it kind of darker. And there's a few other options we can play here. We can increase the sun size. We can also change the convergence of it. We can also increase the atmosphere thickness. So if we get rid of a little atmosphere, you can see it's kind of making it darker. It's like we're looking out into space. And then we can also increase the exposure. So you should always consider playing with your own skybox material when you are changing your directional light. They kind of work hand in hand. Now, the next light I want to talk about is the point light. And point lights are omnidirectional lights that shoot out from every direction from its center. Now, you can see here I have a point light in this little thing right here. You can tell it's a point light. If we look here, it has the light component, point, and it's set to real time. If you want to create your own, you can always go to light and then point light. And we can see here that I've created another point light, but it's outside the room. Let's see if we can get it in here. Okay, and so now I have the point light in the room, and you can see it is affecting things in real time, but it doesn't have anything emitting at the center. You have to have something that kind of looks like it's emitting. Now, point lights are really good for simulating light bulbs, lamps, candles, anything that you want to emphasize in the scene. So even if you don't have something that looks like it's emitting light, maybe you want an object here and you just want a random light to highlight it. Point lights also are able to cast shadows, and there's a few things I'll point out using this guy. Here we go. And I'm going to drag him up, and then I'm going to go to the point light. You can see we can change the color of it. We can also change the intensity, and that'll make things brighter. The indirect multiplier, again, this would be for baking it, and so this would determine how much it's going to bounce off walls. We can also increase the range, which is just going to make it a lot bigger or smaller. Here we go. There we go. And you can see it brightens, or it's just a small little bit there. Let's see if we can... There we go. That's a better way to visualize it. And we can just increase the range, and you can see it expanding and contracting. And yeah, that is point lights. Great for lamps, shades, and if you want to save more on resources, always make it baked or possibly mixed, and then really determine if you need the shadows from it or not. And no shadows, hard shadows if you don't mind harsh edges, and soft shadows if you really want that high definition. Next up, let's talk about spotlights. And I have this little UFO over here for our spotlight, and if I select it, you can see if I expand this little sphere out, I have a spotlight on it. Again, all you have to do is right-click, go into lighting, and you can make your very own spotlight. We can see here is spotlight.
Right, had to eat those wings real fast. All right. Let me get reorientated here. What was I doing? Where's my cam? All right. Ready. We got real-time camera updates, and then I messed up and didn't save my adjustments, I think. Huh? Salt and pepper and paprika. Yeah. And they're pretty plain. Didn't get very much seasoning. So. There's barbecue, there's a couple sauces in the shelf, and then there's that Asian one. Go, Copper. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm doing something. Go get him. Here, grab one wing or... don't give it to him now. You can give him a piece of meat off of one, but not the bone. All right, sorry about that. Wings, wing night, wings, all kinds of. I was getting the index error again, I think. Yeah, I was fixing that. Yeah, I gotta fix. That's why, yeah, okay. Let's just go ahead and fix it. So again, it's not exiting off the camera, so we gotta fix that there. The way that's gonna work. Private. How does it do it normally? I forget. It is show action camera, hide action camera. It's on start. Ah, right here. I gotta add a new case. On any action complete. Yeah, so that should handle it right there. I bet. I'll double check. Yeah. All right. Let's test it out. I know how to fix that. Hold on. I need to toggle that update. I need to make it a inspector boolean that you check and then it'll do it. And then that way I don't have to worry about this. What's your malfunction here? I think it's an off by 1, or like it's going -1 or something. We'll see. Seven camera points. Damn it. Step into this wasn't what I wanted. I know. Okay, I know how I'm gonna defend against it over here. Do, do, do. This just keeps us from going negative right here. And yeah, it's hacky. I think I'm better way to handle it, but for now I think it's gonna fix it. All right. We're not getting the error. What's the one error we got? Weapon attachment system has not been assigned. Okay, that's fine. Yep, so that fixed that. Now let's see if we can iterate without error. Good deal. Sweet. All right, no errors. So now let's readjust the camera. So we're back at 1. Wait. shit. I know what's going on. Right here, I iterated from the last one, and I'm back on 0 now, but I'm actually back on the free camera. So the next time I index, I'm going to be on camera 2. Yep, instead of camera 1. This should have been down here. Okay, so when I flip back between... all this shit can just go for now. I'm not going to delete it, but it's pointless. So if we're get next camera mount and this is not equal to null, it's going to set the next camera and then show. Does it ever get down here? It has to get down here, I believe. But why would this ever come back? Oh. We're returning null here. Why would we return null? Oh, I believe, okay, that's... Camera 0 is the default camera, so that should zoom out and stop doing this. Okay, so this one, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about it. So camera 2 is the first one, and we're going to fix that. All right, so that'll be 2. So let's go to 3. Right. Okay. Oh, shit. I am going to scale the fuck out of that damn canvas thing here. This is moving. I got to get this out of the way. So we're on 3, camera mount 3. I'm gonna go 4. That's gonna look cool. This is first person. I'm not gonna tweak it. I would like for it to have Bob. Like I may put like a Bob script on it or something. So this one again is 6. Yeah. We're gonna do something different with it. We'll give that a shot right there. Maybe back it out just a little. And this one, we're going to this one's for like looking up at a wide berth. We'll do it like that. Yeah. There we go. All right, so let's, what I'm going to do is copy this. I'm going to hit stop. I'm going to delete this guy. Oh, you're shitting me. Okay, so now that should be okay. Maybe. Hey, dummy, how's it going? I'm doing good, man. How you doing? I don't know why I didn't get the sound thing or whatever. Oh, index out of range now again. Populate the camera mounts placeholder in the inspector. Okay, hold on. So by doing it that way, I should just create a scriptable object I can put on there. It would have saved those values. But now I need to, what class is that? Any camera points. Unit. Camera points. It is a component. I'm going crazy? What's going on here? Swear this was auto fetched. I didn't have to. This is some bullshit. For some reason, my unit doesn't have it. We shall see. One sec. They grab me a paper towel. All right, so what was I doing? Camera mounts, we're good. Tons of errors. Yeah, we gotta stop. You know how we handle errors? One at a time. All right. Still got 0. Hold on. The prefab variant must have lost its reference. No? What the hell? Still 0. Okay. So let's... It should get all the fucking points right here. So I must not be getting there. Let's restart. Attach and play. Unit. So this is the player. Eight. Oh, I see what's going wrong. No, this shit's, yeah, right there. It's 8. I got 8 cameras. Get rid of the one. And we got now for the vampire. I bet you we got camera mount holder is null. What unit is this? This is the fuck. So the unit does have It looks like the player has 2 of the scripts, even though I'm not seeing it. I'm probably just missing it. All right. I'm an idiot. And camera points. Oh shit, there they are right there. All right, remove that guy. Let's go to the vampire. He's good. I gotta get the zombie. Good. Get everybody good. Whatever. Vampire, zombie, werewolf, where you at? Okay, everybody's got their shit now. Werewolf's got his actually set. Okay, should no longer get those errors. Maybe. It's a slim possibility. Man, we cooked way, way too many chicken wings in there. Still a mountain after everyone got some. Alright, so B. That's not cool. I gotta smooth the path again. These are all messed up now. Well, what can I do? Why are they messed up? Oh shit, the camera's all flipped. How did that happen? Yeah, they're all fucking fucked up. It's my bad. Let's correct one at a time. So this will be 2. All right, so that's 2. We're going to copy component. Stop. I should have just made a scriptable component for this, but whatever. Paste component values. The action camera system's almost repaired from my code changes. Oh, damn. The internet went down. That's no good. I've been doing good. How you doing? What was I doing? There we go. So that's corrected. Now this one. Again, it's like they got 360. Sorry, my brain is very focused at the moment, so I don't mess up. Use component. Let's go ahead and just get them to look what kind of where I'm wanting. Maybe. That's 4. The blue arrow should be pointing at the character for the camera. So align view to selected. There we go. Align with view. Now 7. Again, it's just a matter of rotating and moving it back. All right, let's try those out. I broke the action camera system a little bit, so I'm fixing it and then improving some of these angles because they were kind of close up. So that's 1, 2, 3. Now 3 needs to go. Was that 4? There we go. Let's copy force transform before I forget. All right, now let's test in movement. This one looks like it's going to work pretty good. Oops. That one might make people motion sick or something. Yeah, that one's not a winner. It's too far off from center. So 1, I've got to press the key twice from 1 to get to the next index. I got to fix that. I might just delete the ones that aren't working right now. This one I want to move over. I'll tweak with it in a minute. So let's copy the paste for that. And what was I thinking? The camera is, I had a thought here and I lost it at a, it's like the thought left as soon as I exited play mode. I don't know what it was. All right. Get random. Can I set? Get previous. Get next. Oh my God, Visual Studio, can you quit with that shit? Why does it do this so often now? Fucked up my code. Yeah, it's typically, I think that's what I needed, actually. That's what I was doing, exploding more children. Yes. How did I get my camera like this? Oh, what am I thinking? My brain, it's like, create script allow. Action camera doesn't like go after move. We're gonna go after that. So on action complete, we could got a hamster running the internet. So the camera manager wires up to base on any action complete right here. And this should hide the action camera when it's done. All right, let's see if that's actually happening. Be right back. Grab floss after eating them wings. It was driving me crazy. All right, so getting my points. I think that's so. The hell was I just thinking? God, my brain, I swear to God. Oh, I just want to complete an action. So what I'm testing is I want to move. Sorry, I had a lot of breakpoints from yesterday. I don't want to. I've got one breakpoint I want to hit. There we go. Wait, where do we come from here? We're on. Oh. Shit. Is that right? Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. On transform parent change. Let's unattach. I swear it was bugged. I think it worked there. But why? So it should. There. It's doing it. Basically, it's supposed to come back to this outer camera when it's done traveling. So perfect. Okay, so that is working. I didn't think I'd changed anything, but I guess I did. I really got to get rid of these autosaves. I got to include that in my... No content changes found. Okay, so I think that's all working. The camera, some of the camera points are wonky as fuck. I'm going to continue to polish them, but I'm not going to mess with them anymore. Let's do... What do we want to do? Oh, what else is there? There's a million things to do, but what I want to do, I want to work on vampire animations. Let's do that. That one's too low to the ground. Well, actually, let's do this. Let's keep the player's Y rotation straight up. So this will just be kind of like a general thing. When moving, player stays vertical. So that will be in the unit path manager. Where are we at? Can I do... That should do it. Let's give it a shot. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. That is not it. What am I thinking then? Is it the X and Z I want to cancel out and keep the Y? I guess. Give it a shot. I don't know why I was thinking Y was it. So look, rotation dot Z equals that. Look. And then get rid of this. I think that'll do it. Because then Y rotation's like this. And I don't want any of this or this. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay. That's what I'm wanting, I think. Because see, now the character stays, yeah. That looks much better. This is still too low to the ground. This one, I'm still on the fence about. It's way too far back, I think. This one, too far back, maybe. I don't know. It's like you're dead center. This one is too far out and off center. And again, I'm not sure about these skewed angles, so they may go. Damn, that looks cool. It's amazing. All right. What the fuck is this? Discord's turning into a weird place with the ads and shit. I should make the speed, well, should I speed it up when... Anywho. Them not, I think it should be 1 to 2 turns that they idle. It seems a little, well, they move and they idle for a couple turns. All right, out of combat movement is working really well. Oh, that instantly teleported. That'd be kind of cool to be able to just quickly, instantly move. Like instead of watching the animation, you can just like get there. If you're trying to be, you know, because again, after you play the game forever, you're just wanting to get you know, go, go, go. And if I can provide that, I don't know. It's kind of jarring though. It's weird that it doesn't do it every time. Sometimes it's. Yeah, that's all broken. So what we got? We need to take this fix and take it over to the other movement system. Okay. Hmm. So what I might do, I'm gonna just keep continuing to polish. Let's get this UI fixed. I fucking hates it. Unit frame, avatar. Rhombus works for now, I guess. On that one. And then we have the action bar, avatar. And then I need to get the images for these guys back. Or so I need to create, yeah, those. For now, I'm just going to leave them like that. So the action one, I want to. Let's see if that's out of the way enough. I'm going to remodel how that works down there. So the UI elements are in very much a work in progress. Now that's dipping off the side. I got to fix that. But yeah, there we go. Destructions in there. Man, it's just so hard when you're game deving just to keep the roll going. There's no right way to do UI, but there's a wrong way. A million wrong ways. I don't know. That was not as profound as I was trying to make it. I actually kind of want to disable UI elements whenever you're in an action camera, maybe. She's clipping the corners. I gotta fix that. That shouldn't be happening. Not a huge deal, though, honestly. So for out of combat action, let's get all the enemies in. Let's see if it works with everybody. So let's see what kind of errors we can get. Got them all enabled. Oops. I forgot the enemy bat's got the human animation instead of his flying animation. And I don't know why he's so shiny. Alright, so what... The out of combat, if I move, these guys should all move at the same time I do. So that's the goal. So hopefully what we see is all of them... Nope. Damn it. One of them moved. Yeah, we're hosed. Wait. Oh, some bitch. I thought I had it done. Who aired out? The bat, unit camera points. What was the error again? Unit action system. I bet you the One of the units doesn't have the new movement command. Move. Wait, no, he's got it. He's got it. They've got it. Looks like everybody's got it except for him. And he's broke. Okay. Now everybody should have the out of combat action. I've got to restore the werewolf fucking prefab variant, unfortunately. So that's gonna be fun. Everybody moved. You see it? Or, well, I don't know if you guys can see it, but they moved. All the enemies moved when I moved. Oh my god, it's fucking working. See, what I need to do is when they need to pick a destination on the map somewhere, and every time they move, they're pathing to that until they get to it, and then they'll pick another destination. Because right now they're randomly picking from around them, and they would look a lot more natural if they're walking to a random destination. So what I probably should do is create a waypoint system. But I'm just tickled pink. The out of combat movement is working. These guys will move if they want to move whenever it's my turn. Oh, a lot of them only got 3 on their movement too. So let's fix that. $50 is way too much. But I want to see if they will path farther. Or I just want to see some long pathing. Why is the move distance getting overridden? Now they should move further. They were getting hard coded to 2 units instead of what I was putting in the inspector on the start method. So that happens, you know, all the time. I need to get some music, man, or something. Holy shit, 50 is way too big. You see the frame drop from all those calculations? And even though they're threaded, 50 is massive. Actually, I think it's from the gizmos being drawn. I gotta turn off all these red dots and all that. No, it's from 50. Pathing for 50 is just too much. It looks great, but no. We'll do 15 on everybody. Get valid. Don't need all those draw lines. So now all the enemies have 15 move distance outside of combat. No more 1,000 red gizmos or draw line calls. That was for when I was troubleshooting. I just forgot to take it out. I think I might just make the fast forward a little faster. But they're getting longer paths. No, they're not animating. They're not switching to walking. So I've got to fix that. And I know why, I'm pretty sure. But we haven't bugged out, no errors. Except for those 2 startup errors, which aren't really errors. I just gotta clean them up. All right, cool. All the units are working. They have wander out of combat logic. I need to fix their animators. So fix enemy walk animations triggers. If enemy path greater than player path trim to player. That way, if you move 3, they can't move 15 on you. You move 3 and they move 3, because that wouldn't be fair. Otherwise, they can decide to move 3. If you move 15, they can decide to move 3 to up to 15, or 1 to up to 15. But if you move less than they pick, then yeah, they trim to you. They trim to you. I thought I had that in there already. I thought I did. So if it's enemy unit and the player's path is less than the trim count is greater than player, trim to player. If the player's path is greater than or less than the trim path count, it's less than or equal to count, trim it to that. It looks like it should be working. Let's see. So it's disable all breakpoints. I'm just gonna delete them. Fuck it. Add one here. Attach and play. Shit, I'm already playing. So they calculated a path of 2. The player's length is 2. What? Which unit is this? Vampire? Whatever. How are they getting just 2? I'm gonna move 1, which is gonna create it's 2 points. I think it's working. Yeah, it is. When I take smaller movements, they take smaller movements. Now if I'm going to do, what's this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so they're not getting extra movements that I wouldn't get. Okay. I think that's working. So I can say, I'm just going to get rid of that one. Now let's get them animating again. Actually, I'm going to take a quick little break and go to the bathroom, top off my drink, and is there anything else I need to do? There is. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get stand up, stretch my bones, and think a little. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh, what am I doing here? So, made a little more progress. Happy with what we got accomplished so far. Oh, I was going to test the reality bubble. So, if I get way over here, nobody should be moving anymore because I'm so far away from them. So now if I move back, see, now I'm getting back in range. They decide they want to move again. So that's the reality bubble. It keeps them from me having to process paths of enemies that are way far away for no reason. They'll only move if they're close by. So saves on power. I'm going to disable the renderers too whenever they are far away. But regardless, the reality bubble works for the first take on the reality bubble. Ooh. So this is a friend of mine's having a crashing problem with her computer. If you go to run, you type pref mon/rel, you can get a reliability report from your PC, and this is really helpful for tracking down issues. So like, what is it? Got some errors, but they're not like Windows hasn't crashed. No, there. This is Rosalind. That's Visual Studio. Windows stopped. I got a blue screen that day. That was there. Arc power notification. Unity editor crashed. I was getting a lot of blue screens. So if you look, I've had trouble all the way up until recently. This is the cleanest I've been in a while, in a long time. So I had to reseat stuff. Like it was like, I don't know, barely in there. Oh shit, yeah, I gotta fix that still too. All right, tell them to reseat the parts. The next step in a crashing PC. Reseat them parts. All right, damn it. So we fixed the verticality. No, well, the clipping's bothering me, but oh well. Let's do a stress test. So that's like, I don't know, 15 or so enemies. Let's see what we get. Did not like that. Oh. Index was out of range. Must be non-negative and less than the size of the collection. Why would it... Let's try it again. This is why you stress test. Oh my gosh. I think everybody moved, but... Oh shit, there's a guy in the wall. He's the one that's messed up. It's a bat. That's why one of them was failing because they were stuck in a wall. All right. Their base meshes are messed up. I don't know what's going on with them. I gotta fix them. All right. Ha ha ha, everybody moved. So that was awesome. I wonder if there's any frame dropping happening. I think there's a slight delay, but it's not like it happened after. It doesn't, what am I saying? It's not like, yeah, noticeable. I'm probably going to lower their movement down to like 8. Something smaller. So there's, well, 2, they're doing a pretty intensive process to find a random point to walk to. It's pretty good for, for now. Gotta get the animations working again. A lot of polish. We're doing, got a lot of good stuff done so far. What did I change on here? Oh, nothing. That's really just a stress test. It's cool to see everyone moving along. Cool, cool, cool. Out of combat is looking good. Um, I gotta fix the smoothing on the player. Oh, this is finally working. I just keep I like watching it happen. Another thing I need to do is their path, they show their full dotted line, but they're gonna stop at wherever. Yeah, see, like his path was dotting way over here. Actually, I think for the enemies, I don't want the dots to show up. I just want them to walk. For you, the dots will be there, but for the enemies, no. All right, I gotta stop watching it. I enjoy watching it. Yeah, that view is dumb. Just gonna stick with my standard ones. I gotta get the blade to go back down on the hand and the blade to go down in the run. All right, cool. Very cool. Good progress. Good progress. Whatever, I'll do them all. So, more out of combat movement, polish, stress test. Camera system fixed. Check in just for the sake of it. All right. Man, I just ain't got no steam. Tell you what. Um, so back. So basically, we got out of combat movement looking good. We need to get the transition back into combat mode needs to come back. Well, it's not that it left. I just gotta fix it because when you transition from out of combat to combat, like you move a little bit and then you jerk back to this position. And I want to clean that up. And then once we're in combat, gotta play test and balance a little bit basically once we get into combat. Yeah. But that may be for another day. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna stretch my bones. I'm gonna think on some things. I may hop back on here in a little bit, but I might just game for the rest of the evening too. I don't know. Anywho's, it's been good hanging with you guys. Have a good one. I will see you later. Alligator.